Hi everyone, I'm Mark Murray and welcome to this edition of CityVision. On today's show we get to talk about all the fun stuff that's going to be coming up this spring and summer here in Hamilton. And first up, we're going to be talking about some new elements to some parks here in town. And I have with me as a guest today someone who is actually not a stranger to the show. She was here last November to tell us about all the holiday happenings that were going on in Hamilton towards the end of last year. And I'm pleased to introduce to you Jerry Hammond. Hi, Jerry.
Hi.
All right. Now, you're a member of the Parks Commission?
I am.
You run things, don't you?
I'm the current chairman of the Parks Commission.
Well, the chairman runs things, right?
Well, not really.
Well, you just keep things going, I know that.
I conduct the meetings.
All right. Well, let's talk about these elements to these new parks. Tell our viewers what they are and how they came about.
Well, the first one I would like to talk about is we're going to be opening 3 new spray parks this summer for children basically between the ages of 2 and 12, 13 years old. And we're very excited about this because we have had quite a few years here where, since we had to close the pools,
Right.
that there was no kind of water activity for the children. So
Okay. Now, where are all these located?
we are opening one at Benninghofen Playground in Lindenwold, a second one at the old Wilson Pool site off of Cleveland Avenue, and a third one at the north end where all the ball diamonds are.
Okay. Now, when are they going to open? Because this is going to be a big deal.
It's going to be a very big deal. They are under construction currently, and we hope to have them open early June.
Okay, now I understand that they don't have to have a lifeguard because these are just spray parks,
Right.
as we noted. So what are the hours of operation? What's the season? That kind of thing.
I think they probably haven't totally determined the hours of operation, but usually it's opens up like about 10 in the morning and goes until dusk.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. And they'll probably shut down for the season.
Probably sometime in September.
Okay. All right. And is there an opening date? You said they're under construction now.
Mm-hmm. All 3 of them at once
Okay.
are under
And
construction, so they'll all
anticipated
finish
opening?
around the same time. And I would suggest it's probably going to be the first week or so, maybe in June, provided we don't have any more outrageous weather that stops things.
Yeah, spring rains can hamper that a little bit. Now, how does a spray park operate?
The spray park operates through computers that are built into the park, and you set them for time to come on, time to go off, just sort of like a sprinkler system in your yard if you have one. And it's all the water is refurbished and recycled and treated by computers. They're set at a certain level to add the disinfectants and things
Okay.
like that have to go. And so it's all recycled water. It's much less expensive to have spray parks than it is swimming pools. A lot less liability. You don't have to have as much staff. And they basically, with the exception of having some staff person check on the filters and that sort of thing every few days, they basically run themselves through the computer once it's set.
So very easy to maintain and operate.
Exactly.
All right. Now, how are these being funded? Because, of course, you mentioned earlier about the pools having to close, which was pretty tough for a lot of these neighborhoods.
Yes, it was. Very tough.
So how are these being funded?
These are being funded from 2 sources. Thank you to Joshua Smith, our city manager. Mm-hmm. He found some money in the budget and gave the major part of that, and we thought we had enough for 2 spray parks. But then we had a citizen of the community step up and give us another very large donation, so that enabled us to have a 3rd spray park.
To remain anonymous, I guess, this
Yes.
individual?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I understand.
But we have some wonderful people in this community that just seem to step up when there's a need.
And I know that, absolutely. Okay, well, let's switch gears a little bit. Okay. And, I understand dog parks are becoming quite common in the United States. And I understand we're going to have one here in Hamilton. How did that come about?
We're going to have a great one. It's going to open next week on May 17th at 10 a.m. in the morning. I hope everybody brings their pooch and comes out to see it. It's located at Veterans Park, also known as Hillcrest to a lot of people who grew up here. It's at the top of the hill. They enlarged the parking lot, and we have a very large, nice dog park. It came about because about at least 8 years ago, I think it was, that they took a survey of what people in the community wanted most. The first thing they wanted was an aquatic center, and we had that on the ballot and it didn't pass. But the second thing that came in with the most votes was a dog park. So we, the Parks Commission decided that we'd try it, and we had a fundraising campaign. And other than some electrical work and some plumbing work, everything was done through the money we raised for the dog park from individuals. And so we're really excited that this is about ready to open up.
And there's just the one park, correct?
It's one park, but inside the big park is a smaller park for small dogs. They're separated because the small dogs sometimes can't compete with the big dogs.
I guess that's important. I'll have to leave that to you.
Yeah.
Well, what are some of the rules of the park?
Some of the rules of the park are you have to be over 13 years old to be in the park with your dog by yourself. Otherwise, you have to be with your parents. People need to stay inside the dog park with their dog. We'll have benches for them to sit on while their dog is loose in the park. When they are not in the park, they have to be on a leash all the way to your car, to and from your car. Treats, a little treat is okay, but we don't want them to bring big rawhide bones or anything, because that creates problems if there are several big dogs and they all want the rawhide bone or something like that. And we ask that if people do bring frisbees or balls, which is fine, that they for sure take them home with them, because if not, we'll have to clean all that stuff up and we can't possibly hang on to it.
Finding somebody to do that and everything else.
Yeah, right.
No, I understand. Okay, now you said something earlier about the Friends of the Park, so I want to give you an opportunity to express any final thoughts and maybe talk about that.
Okay, I'd be happy to. We have a fund established at the Hamilton Community Foundation called the Parks and Rec Fund. It used to be called Friends of the Park. And these are people in the community that have a love of the parks and donate money to that fund. That helps us to do extra things that we might not be able to do with the city budget being what it is.
Sure.
So this is sort of like a little extra to help us make some things happen that we think need to happen, and the dog park was part of that.
So if somebody wanted to donate,
they just send a check to the Hamilton Community Foundation and mark on their check Parks and Rec Fund.
Okay. All right. Well, Jerry, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun this summer.
I think it's going to be a really nice summer, and I'm so happy for the dogs and the kids.
There you go. All right, and don't you go anywhere, because when we come back, we're going to talk golf and music. But first, I want you to check out this video about the exciting lineup of concerts coming to Hamilton this spring and summer. We'll be right back.
Texas.
All right, we are back, but after watching that video, we should probably be doing this interview over at one of the golf courses or even at the amphitheater, I think. I have with me now Adam Helms. He's the Director of Resident Services and the General Manager of our two fine golf courses. Adam, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
All right, we really do have some world-class golf courses in Twin Run and Potters. What's going on this year?
Well, we're just kind of getting the season underway. As we all know, winter was pretty harsh. Spring is taking its sweet time getting here.
Get it behind us.
Yeah, but we're getting started. We had our first golf outing of the year this past weekend. So we're getting into outing season and gearing up for the tournaments this summer.
All right. Well, last year the city began running the courses, I guess, for the first time in, 25 years, I'm told. What changes have been made?
Yeah, we made several changes. Last year, we started by investing money back into the courses. We hadn't invested any money really back into the courses. So last year at Twin Run, we bought a whole new fleet of carts. We repaved the cart paths at Twin Run. And then this year, we're buying new sand for all the bunkers. I don't hear many complaints about our golf courses, but that's one complaint I heard was, we need sand for the bunkers, so this year we got sand coming.
All right.
I also want to talk about some of the other changes we made. When I got there, everything was more or less pen and paper. When I got out to the golf courses, believe it or not, we actually didn't have an internet connection. So we completely overhauled the way we make tee times, the way we track information. Everything is based on a computer. People can make tee times 24/7, not only online. So if you don't have a computer, you can also call our golf course phone numbers, and it'll send you down to a call center if it's midnight. A call center in Austin, Texas will pick up and make you a tee time for 6 in the morning, even if it's midnight.
And that happens, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, all the time. And then you can visit twinrungolf.com or potterparkgolf.com and make a tee time online. We have some great rates online.
So basically, the whole idea was just make everything better, more customer service oriented, and
Right. We brought all operations of the golf course in-house, including the concession stands and the pro shop. So yeah, we're a very, very casual course. We have great courses, but we're not going to come out there with a country club type attitude. We want the casual golfers. We welcome beginners. We welcome expert golfers.
All right. Well, do you offer any specials at the golf course?
We do. Weekdays from 10:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. you can come out and play 18 holes of golf with a cart and get your choice of a sandwich, chips, and a soda for $25. And then basically anytime after 1 o'clock, you can play golf, all the golf you want for $25.
That's a deal. That's an absolute deal.
Yeah.
Well, it's no secret that municipal courses have struggled over the years. I'm aware of some even regionally that have closed. What's the financial condition of our golf courses?
Yeah, our golf courses hadn't been profitable for the past several years. Last year we came very close to making a profit. Unfortunately, we had a retirement, which kind of cost us some money at the end of the year. But we are on a path to profitability. I'm very confident this year the golf courses will end the year in the black, and we can continue to reinvest money into the course, whether it be bunker sand, new carts. We got to get new carts at Potters next year, so we'll be looking to make some improvements at the courses.
Good. Well, I want to get into the concerts because the series this year is even better than last year, and who'd think we could top that? How did this come about?
The concert series was kind of just an idea I came up with when I first came to town about 3.5 years ago. I noticed that after 5 o'clock, Hamilton just kind of empties out.
Everybody goes home.
Yeah, and you can almost shoot like a cannon down.
You think they were on the golf courses?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there's nobody on the golf course. So okay, so we're fixing that.
Yeah, so I think I was 27, 28 at the time, and I'm thinking, man, there's not much going on after hours here. So I said, I'm going to see if we can't bring some music or something downtown. So the first year we did it, we used the city show wagon, which is basically a semi-trailer with a hole in the side of it. And we set it up on 2nd Street, the corner of 2nd and Court. And we had 6 concerts there. And I did that because I knew we had the amphitheater coming the following year. So I tried to generate some momentum for the amphitheater the following year. And then last year was our first year down at the new amphitheater. And the turnout there was way more than I expected.
I know.
We had some great shows down there, but that all came about. Just wanted to get some entertainment, and it's not just me. We have a whole committee of people, and I'm probably going to forget some names here, but we have a committee of probably 10 to 15 people,
really,
spanning different ages, different ethnicities, different genders. I mean, it's a pretty diverse group that picks out the music and helps put this together.
All right. Well, and of course, you can't beat the price.
No, prices are free. Yeah. Can't
I mean,
beat that.
it's great, and right on the river. I mean, it really is. It's just a wonderful venue down there. So, although I think we've already run it once, when do the concerts begin?
The first concert's going to be May 29th. That's
90
Proof Twang in Little Texas. Little Texas. And then they continue, just like the past years, they are the 2nd and 4th Thursday of each month in June, July, and August. We have a couple other concerts sprinkled in between there on some Fridays and Saturdays.
I saw that.
That's a new addition this year. And then September, the entire month of September, Karen Whitmer and a group of people started a September concert series last year, and we had the Pink Floyd tribute band, Signs of Life, which was wildly
really
popular. Well. So we decided to make the entire month of September what we're calling a tribute month. So we have a Beatles tribute band coming in who's going to do 3 or 4 costume changes throughout their set, each of the different eras of the Beatles. We have an Eagles tribute band coming from Nashville, Tennessee, and then Signs of Life. The Essence of Pink Floyd will be back for the last show of the year.
That's great. That's absolutely great. Now, who pays for the bands?
The music is paid for all by private donations and corporate sponsorships. There are no taxpayer dollars or general fund dollars or utility dollars going to pay for any of the music. This is truly a community event.
So if somebody wants to donate to the fund, I mean, let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, the Hamilton Community Foundation handles all the finances for us. So if somebody would want to donate to help supplement the bands, donate to the Hamilton Community Foundation. You can stop down and see them on 3rd Street. Otherwise, if you go to their website and select our funds, you can donate online by going to the Concert in the Parks Fund.
Good, good. Now, in your opinion, though, what are some of the must-see concerts?
Oh man, there are going to be.
Are you going to upset anybody by saying any of this?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But, there are some great bands this year. This, the 3rd year we've really been able to ratchet it up. Starting with 3 years ago was $0 in our pocket.
Yeah.
Obviously Little Texas is a nationally touring band. They were big back in the '90s, so that'll be a big one to see. But the Delta Saints, they're also out of Nashville. They've been on the road opening for Blackberry Smoke for the past 6 months. We have the Whiskey Gentry coming from Atlanta, Georgia. David Shaw and the Revivalists. David Shaw, hometown Hamilton guy, coming back from New Orleans. And then we have Hoots and Hellmouth coming from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So, I mean, we're really drawing bands coast to coast to Hamilton.
I think it's amazing. Now, just so everyone's aware, because, I kind of got caught in this during a rainstorm with the Pokey Lafarge concert last year. Just because there's a threat of rain or is raining, we don't cancel a concert.
Rain or shine.
Because we've got a great, unique venue.
We do. If it rains, we don't want, we could hold it at the amphitheater and the band would be dry, but everybody else would be wet and miserable.
Yeah.
So what we do is we move it down under the McDoulan parking garage on Market Street, which lies between 2nd and 3rd Street in downtown Hamilton. And it's great. It's completely covered. You can park right next to the venue there and come on down.
And the beer follows.
The beer follows too. We have food.
I can get my Richard steak sandwich. Yep. I can get my beer. And last year I watched Pokey Lafarge. I mean, it was just great. And I was dry. They were dry. And it was just a great concert that time.
Yeah, the parking garage, serves great as a backup music venue. But also, people always ask me, where do I park when I want to go to River's Edge? There's no parking. The parking garage is only a block.
McDoulan garage is right there.
Yeah, it's only a block away.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's free. And it's free after. I believe after 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock.
That's
it's
right.
free, so you can park for free to come and see the
Free
concerts.
parking, free concert. Of course, you got to pay for the beer
Yep.
and the Richard Steak sandwich.
Yep.
But all right. Well, last question: can the public rent the amphitheater at Rivers Edge?
Yeah, we City Council actually just adopted an ordinance about 2 weeks ago that established fees to rent Rivers Edge. I also just finished up the rental application today. I'm going to work to get that on the website, get that online here shortly. But if anybody's interested in renting the amphitheater, they could call me. My phone number is 785-7015.
There you go. All right. Yeah, so by the time that's airs, it'll be ready.
Yeah.
All right, very
sir.
good. Well, Adam, thanks for coming in, because, I mean,
Sure.
it just sounds like it's going to be a great spring and summer here.
It's going to be a great summer between golf and the concerts. It should be great.
There you go. All right, and of course, we want you now to come on out. You got to turn off TV Hamilton for just a little while, and you got to come out to the concerts. You got to come out to the spray parks, and yeah, even bring the pooch out to the dog park, I guess, if you have to. And of course, I want to thank you for watching TV Hamilton, hometown television with a personal touch. And remember, you can always catch this video and many other things that we do here at TV Hamilton on TV Hamilton's channel on YouTube. And from all of us here at CityVision, thanks for watching.